Welcome to downtown Detroit and welcome inside Ford Field. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year, taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success on the final time.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play. Just like that.
Rodgers going to throw on first. On and quick, and they bring it down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here in his second down and 18. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 5 yards makes the hole a little smaller. It's going to be 3rd and 14 coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Get some space around midfield. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Gibbs. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Goff on 3rd. Big strike here to Williams. He's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
First and 10.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10 now from the 46. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Hit applied by Keanu Benton.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. And he gets him around 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Third and just 2 to go. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. Gets it to the 15. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Steelers nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
To throw again here on second down, Rodgers. It's a screenplay to Warren. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
3rd and 2, Rodgers. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were and the QB just nailed it.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And that's how drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. It's short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Lions get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out.
Downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Tight end, motioning right. Play action here with Goff. Hits him on the in route. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. It's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Complete to Jahmyr Gibbs.
You could see that screen develop as the lineman pull right out in front. Sets up a nice gain. Love to see a running back utilize the big man in front of him.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Look at this. The tight end getting the carry here. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, that's a successful play on two fronts. Number one, you get the first down. Number two, keep that defense guessing as to who is just going to get the carries.
New set of downs from 37. On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Having gain up a handful there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Running it with David Montgomery. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down now. Gain is to the 27.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak here. Goff. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They go play action with Goff. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
1st down throw from Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Steelers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the drive with Warren. We'll cobble together a yard there. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
The 27-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action here with Rodgers. Fires right away, but incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45.
16 more
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
First down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. A shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
They'll air it out on third. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a fourth down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Underneath, it's Gibbs. This gets forward to around the 29. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give to Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
On comes Jack Fox to handle the 4th down punt for the Lions. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they're going to try to break through this defense and put some points up. They're down 14-zip. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers completes a DK Metcalf. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
8 yards.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Rodgers to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
To DK Metcalf. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Warren running between the tackles. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Throw here, 3rd down. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Now Rodgers. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
A little outside their comfort zone to try a field goal, so instead they're going for this on 4th down. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Isaac Tisslaw, complete. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That one goes for 31 yards. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That's another Detroit Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
Play action here with Goff. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it
now the Lions calling the timeouts. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 4 coming up now. Throwing again, it's Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the red zone on first. Close count. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it or, in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that, he's pushed backwards to the 5. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
That's tremendous execution and a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. Escapes the defender. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they don't need anything out of this drive right now, Brock. That lead's already been built as we look to the scoreboard, but like architects, they might want to see just how high they can take it.
And we're going to know here in just a second on how they attack these opening plays. Do they opt to take it easy, play conservative, or just keep stepping on that gas?
They're working a couple yards past the line. Kyle Duggar hauling him down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43.
It's a gain of
Big
14
gain,
yards.
14 on the play.
That's good.
And the Lions have a first down.
First down. First and
I'm sure
10
coach
at
and
the
play caller doesn't
43-yard
mind
line.
making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10 from the 43. They put a receiver in motion right. Goff on first and 10. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Complete to number 14, Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Goff to the air now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Intended for number
You know, I'm not sure if
82.
he was hearing
Incomplete.
footsteps or just had a surprise
Brings
break
up
in
3rd
concentration.
down
So
and 3
unusual
yards
to see
go.
one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hey, switch!
They motion the tight end over. Goff now on 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Lions, first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. Well, that's not what the offense done well. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
They're on the tackle.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw. 3rd and long. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. Give him 25 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Goff. Has it in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. Lions making a 24-point ball game.
24. Steelers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. First down, here's Rodgers. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hold this one away.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them can throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. He's got it at the 24. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The offense headed out now for Detroit. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 from the 32. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Rodgers from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And he's going to take this to the 23 to stop Maine to set up third and very short.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So third down becomes much tougher for him as 3rd and 1 becomes 3rd and a much more difficult 6. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And they get to him again! And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. He's got to drive this one 53 yards down the middle. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
It's kind of a weird feeling, right? You know that you capitalized on the turnover and you technically scored points, but when you look up at that scoreboard, had to do more with that takeaway.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Sailors now on the return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Lions take over first.
The Lions and Jared Goff set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Gain 15 there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
It only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Detroit Lions.
And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On first down, they'll run with Montgomery. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight end, they got that ball out in a hurry.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. A pitch out to Montgomery. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Tight end going in motion here. 4th down, Goff throwing. That's complete to Slaw. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10.
It's a gain of 11.
So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
At the 12-yard line.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the 4th. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. The toss play, Montgomery. Ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Goff on 3rd. The ball is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. To the air on 1st down. Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 37-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
On the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route, just like a receiver would.
And he makes the catch, so hope not entirely extinguished just yet. Still a little glimmer remaining, as that makes it a two-score game here late. All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a two-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again, and again, and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. Off to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Running on 2nd with Montgomery. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds Montgomery on the drop down. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Lions readying for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He brushed him off with ease. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Complete to DK Metcalf. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. this all the way to the 25 before they stop him.
It's
a pickup of 33 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
First down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And a Steeler first down.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the two keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down.
15 more yards.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Steelers.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down to first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard
You gain that
pickup.
kind of yardage in the run
Brings up
game,
2nd
and you're going to
4.
gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there and extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Looking now from the gun. He's got it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. A 2nd touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he's got a man complete. And he'll get into the end zone and make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter.
Steelers 19.
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Lions and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
He may not have had him immediately, but the minute the quarterback broke containment and got outside the pocket, gave his man enough time, enough leeway to break loose and become a target down the field.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Goff off the play action. He finds Laporta. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. The Steelers calling their first timeout.
A gain of
They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's good for a Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down from the 42. Off play action, Goff. Downfield, this fine St. Brown. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout.
28 yards.
And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, it's gone. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup of
The
6.
Steelers use their
Brings
third
up
and final
second and
timeout.
4 at
And this
the
could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. Offensive line, this is second and 4. Running out of the gun with Montgomery. Running in the red zone. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Lions have a first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the red zone on first. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions lead by 15 now.
34. Steelers 19.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On return, here's Gainwell. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
First down, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Steelers trail by 15. Rodgers from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's Rodgers on first and 10. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down. This goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play.
Ooh, awfully close to that line to gain. Stop though made at the 46. Third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Here he is to throw. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
13 yards.
A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just a gorgeous corner route by the wide receiver. I bet you'll find, Kate, in the annals of football history, the best corner route runners as receivers are also the best slant runners, the best post runners, because it's all about change of direction, and that was put on display right there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw again. Rogers. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Now to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Here he goes. One final shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Lions will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.